So what's the quickest way to loosen up your abstract art? Have you ever felt that yours was like tight and contrived, and you look at someone else's and it just looks like it flows and it's really cool, right? Well, from the start, I'm going to say the first thing is adjusting the mindset, right? Because we tend to just dwell on certain things and it traps us. But on a more practical level, swap out your tools for something bigger and something more awkward. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so I have a canvas that's prepped here, and I want to start just painting something really cool and abstract. And the first mistake that a lot of us make is to grab for these tiny brushes that we have. And on top of it, a lot of us hold them like this and we paint. Can you see how that alone is going to keep you you have to get close and you don't have this really free range of movement. It's going to make, let me show you what I mean. It's going to make for a really tight, because I don't have this, I'm restricted. I can't, even if it's just small. It's too small. It's not going to give me what I want. I have to swap it out for something bigger, like this. This is a kitchen tool. So I bought it in a professional, one of those stores for professional kitchens. Awesome place to look for tools. I'm taking another color so you can see the difference. And now, first of all, do you see how little I used of that? I'm gonna just pile it on here because you can't be stingy with the paint. You have to be generous with the amount of paint that you use, and be careless. Careless will lead you to fearlessness, and that's what we want in this. So I'm just going to take this and look. I am smearing it across. And no, it's not perfect. You're going to see this is a canvas and this bends, this doesn't, but I don't care. I am just getting it on there. And I will do a couple layers of this. Maybe I come back in with this because it's smaller to get into those areas, but it's still quite awkward for me. And I'm just covering the sections of this canvas. And, it gives me a couple of benefits. I get a couple more, foundational layers on the canvas. It's acting as a warm-up for me. It allows my mind to just let go of having to do things right, because I'm using this tool that is actually a little awkward. And I am just spreading the paint. It's like one of those really satisfying things to do that just make us feel good, especially if we don't know what we want to paint yet. We're not really ready to paint something, and we just want to do something that we enjoy. And it's really important to do these along the way. And so this not only leads me to painting something that is going to build foundational layers, but it also gives me something enjoyable. And so I often take this, there's a lot of paint on here. I'll take it and I'll pull out one of my other canvases that doesn't have a lot, or I'm building it up because I don't like just painting all these layers on all my canvases before I get down to business. I just want to come in and paint something fun. But, if I can't loosen up and do it with a big tool, that's not fun either. I don't want to be feeling like I'm tight painting, like I'm writing a story, a pencil or pen and movement. It's really constrictive and tight. So if you want to, from the start, help yourself loosen up, apart from letting go of that mindset of I got to paint something good, grab something really big and awkward that you just can't control and spread your paint on with that. And then walk away, let it dry. And when you come back, that energy is going to stay with you so you can move on to the next layer in a much looser way.